What's going on, guys? It's Diver, and today we're going to be doing a top 5 Call of Duty Zombies pistols. Now, this is just the zombies from World at War, Black Ops, and Black Ops 2, simply because I did not find Advanced Warfare very fun. The multiplayer, I didn't feel like buying a season pass or even attempting to buy a DLC pack just because Code Ghosts let me down. Sledgehammer, I didn't like exosuits at all, so I just kind of sold the game. Sorry about that. So let's kick it off with number 5. But before we do, let me just say one thing. This is an opinionated top 5, so if you have a different opinion of mine or you disagree with this list, put your own top 5 list down below in the comments section. Let's get to it. Coming in at number 5, we have the 357 Magnum. Yes, that's right, the 357 Magnum from World at War. Now, this is available, I'm pretty sure, on all World at War maps. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. Now, 357 Magnum is a great thing. Now, you may be thinking, this thing is awful, this thing sucks, the Python's better, but guess what? This is better than the Python. That's why the Python's not on this list. Now, the Python, the reason I don't like it is simply because it loses its power around round 14, it stops being a one-shot. And also, you have to individually load each bullet into the gun itself. Now, that takes up to 4 to 5 seconds to reload so you have full ammo, and that's ridiculous. But the 357 Magnum, on the other hand, it's a one-shot on the zombies and dogs up until around 16. And you don't individually load each bullet, you actually have a speed reloader. So all it takes is around 1 second, 1.5 seconds to reload, as opposed to 3 to 5. Now that's a lot better. And with Speed Cola, you're reloading this thing in 0.5 seconds. It's not really a big deal to reload. You don't even know you did it. Now this thing's amazing. Like I said, it's a one-shot up until around 17 on zombies and dogs. And double tap doesn't really affect it because in World at War there is a fire rate cap on a lot of the weapons and zombies. Mostly they did that because on rapid fire mods were very popular around the time of World at War and Modern Warfare 2 on the single fire weapons, the semi-automatics. So if you ever went into multiplayer, the M1 Garands and the Gevers and the 357 Magnums would be shooting at a ridiculous rate. Now they put a fire rate cap on this just for the simple fact that it's really powerful, and I think that's why they did it. And Double Tap 2.0 isn't in World at War, and it doesn't come in, I believe, until Black Ops 2. So it's kind of a waste to buy Double Tap for this weapon. Now, it doesn't do anything. Now, once you upgrade this weapon, though, it becomes a killer. It becomes a 357 plus 1 kill you, I believe. It's a weird name. But once you upgrade it, this thing is amazing. The camo is sweet. You get 7 bullets as in a full clip, as opposed to 6, which isn't a big ammo increase. But the reserve ammo goes up, I believe, 21 rounds. So you have, it's great. And it's a one shot, one kill on zombies and dogs up until around 26, 27. Now that's great for a pistol. What other pistol does that? Of course, number 1 does, and does it even better. But you'll have to wait to see what that is. Now let's get on to number 4. Coming in at number 4, we have the Mauser C96 from Black Ops 2 map Origins. Now, sadly enough, this weapon's only available on Origins and only in Black Ops 2, but only for now. Maybe it'll make a return in Black Ops 3, but we don't know for sure. So, the Mauser is pretty crappy. Yes, you heard me right, it's pretty crappy. At round 2, it takes almost 2 clips just to kill one zombie. That's insane. Luckily, the bullets do go through the zombie, and you can at least get 1 bullet for 3 zombies and have it count. So I guess you can kill 3 zombies with 1 clip, but they have to be lined up very well, and all torso shots. Now you'll be thinking, why the hell is this on this list? It's a starting pistol, it sucks, and this gun is no exception to that. It does suck. But once you upgrade this thing into the Boom Hilda, it is ridiculous. Imagine firing a semi-automatic Ray Gun Mark II. This is what you got. Everyone thought that would be Ray Gun Mark III, but no, it's the Boom Hilda. The camo is great. The little ACOG scope on it is the coolest thing ever, I believe. I mean, it gives me the nostalgic look from putting on a pistol in Modern Warfare 2 or World at War. It's just really cool looking. And this thing, it's really good actually. It's around couple round burst. You could kill a train of zombies, and the ammo is great. Not really, actually. It gives you 200 ammo completely. 50 in the clip when you start out, and you have 150 in reserve. Now it does go quick simply because every time you reload that clip, you're getting 50 out of the reserve and into the gun. So once you reload once, you only have 100 ammo left in the reserve. Now, I know it does suck because it does run out of ammo fast, but it's very powerful. I mean, you could take out trains with this thing. And the Panzer's done with this thing in a few hits. And especially with double tap, you can fire this thing very well. But double tap 2.0 does not apply to this Mauser, which is why it's at number 4. I understand you might be thinking it's better than number 4, but I have a few other things that I believe are better than number 4, simply for the looks and the feel, nostalgia, as well as the power and fire rate and ammo and all that good stuff. Now, coming in at number 3, we have the Remington Model Army. Now this thing is great, originating in Black Ops 2 map Buried and staying there for a sad reason that I don't know why the developers won't put it into the other maps, but this gun is great. When I get this out of the box, I think this is the coolest looking thing ever. Now, you might be thinking another revolver, wow. Well, revolvers are great. This thing is a one-shot, one-kill on every zombie up until round 16, 17. Even when the witch comes around, it's a one-shot on her forever because she's just frail and fragile. Now this thing, it does come, I believe, with 6 rounds in a clip. Now, when you fire them off, it's a speed reloader. It's not a single bullet each time to reload, which does save you a tremendous amount of time, especially if you have speed cola. Speed cola is essential for pistols on this map. And I think it's just one of those things that you need for pistols on every single game if you have them. Because sometimes the revolvers may trick you, and you may think, oh, speed reloader, cool. You're individually doing it, and you're wasting 5 seconds, and you could die in that 5 seconds. Now, when you upgrade this thing, it's pretty freaking cool. Now, you upgrade this thing, it becomes the Sassafras. And yes, Double Tap 2.0 does apply to this upgraded and not upgraded. Double Tap 2.0 saves this weapon. And that's why I put it at number 3. It saves it because it is a one-shot, one-kill up until round 33 with Double Tap 2.0. Now, Buried is a really easy map, so it only takes you about 20 minutes to get to round 30. Especially because the bank, if you already have that filled up, you're at Pack-a-Punch by round 1. And that's kind of sad. But I guess they wanted to give out an easy map for the newer players. But this map, it's just, the gun just fits the map. It's something that you would find in the Old West, and you're in an Old West town underground. Now, when you shoot Leroy with this, he doesn't run away until you shoot him 3 times with this, which I think is pretty cool, especially considering that if you shoot him once with the ray gun upgraded, that he runs away and cries, and if you shoot him once with a Mark II upgraded, he runs away and cries. Paralyzer, he just freezes, but this, you shoot him 1 time, he's good, 2 times, he's good, 3 times, he might cry and run away. Now this thing's great, especially because it's lightweight. As all these pistols in this list, it's a lightweight weapon. So when you're firing it, you don't have to worry about the zombies being really, really close to you when your back is to them. Especially reloading when you're walking, you're still walking faster than they're running, which is a very nice thing. It's also super accurate. The ammo, as I already said, is pretty nice. And in the reserve, when you upgrade it, you have around 100 bullets in your reserve, which is pretty nice. So, without further ado, let's get to number 2. Bars. Coming in at number 2, yes, the Colt M1911. Of course, you might be thinking to yourself, you're crazy, why is this not number 1? Just hold on, let me explain. So of course, as I said with the Mauser, the Colt is a starting pistol. It's awful. In World at War, they made this thing sound like it was a pea shooter, like it's an airsoft gun. It sounded literally like you were throwing a wiffle ball against the wall. That's how it sounded when you fired this thing. Now, of course, in Black Ops 1, they realized how crappy it sounded whenever you shot it. So they upgraded the noise, and it sounded pretty nice. In Black Ops 2, they did the same thing, and it also sounded very nice. But, of course, it's a starting pistol. It sucks. No exceptions. It takes 2 clips to kill a zombie on round 2. But the thing is, when you upgrade this thing on a map with PhD flopper, you know you get the fan favorite Mustang and Sally. Mustang and Sally are great. Now, the reason I put them on here at number 2 is because a lot of the maps do not have PhD flopper, so you can't do this on Die Rise, which a lot of people wanted. You can't do this on Mob of the Dead, which a lot of people wanted. And they even teased it on Mob of the Dead, but you could do it in Cell Block Grief. And it's just upsetting, I think, that they don't put PhD on every map. Now, Buried is an exception simply for the fact that it's a perma perk, so you can get away with it, but you can also lose it very quickly. Now, the thing is, the reason I put it at number 2, again, like I said, if you don't have PhD flopper, you're downing yourself. You're losing all your perks, you're losing life, you're losing money maybe, you might be losing another weapon if you have Mule Kick, and you know, you're just putting your team in danger if you go down. Sometimes they won't even pick you up because they're in a rush. But this thing, it comes in at number 2 because it can clear out a huge horde in a matter of 3 shots. It's insane. I mean, a dual-wield pistol is a great thing, and they tried to do this kind of with Tokyo and Rose, but put bullets in it. That's awful. I didn't like that. It was a good idea, but it turned out really bad, and not a lot of people liked it. They kind of put it back in the box when they got it, the CZ75, and it just wasn't enjoyable to use. So, let's get to number 1. And as an honorable mention, we have 2 weapons, and I just actually talked about one, the CZ75 from Black Ops. Now, the CZ75 is an alright weapon. When you're at the lower rounds, it does take 1 hit to kill him, but it has to be a headshot, 2 to the body. It's not too bad. Once you get to round 10, 11, you're almost firing a clip to kill a zombie, which is kind of dumb. When you upgrade it to Tokyo and Rose, it's a dual-wield pistol, but the ammo in it isn't so great. You run out very quickly simply because there's two pistols to reload when they give you a reserve ammo of if you only had 1 pistol. And a lot of people really just ignored the gun. It wasn't really good. Yada yada. And also, as another honor mention, we have the Python. Of course, I talked about this earlier. The Python is really good. It's almost up there with the 357 Magnum, and they're very close together. But the reason I didn't put it on this list, as I already said, is that the reload time is ridiculous. I almost died when I was reloading this thing simply because it took too long. With or without Speed Cola, you shouldn't have to take this long to reload. And, you know, with Double Tap 2.0 not being in Black Ops 1, it really just lowers the quality of this weapon. It could have been on this list with Double Tap 2.0, but sadly, it's not. And when you upgrade it, it's still pretty good, but again, it doesn't have the same power as the 357 Magnum at the higher rounds. Coming in at number 1, we have the Executioner for Black Ops 2. Now you may be thinking to yourself, you're such a hypocrite because you said you didn't like weapons that have single reloads. Well, this gun is an exception. Why? Because of the amount of power that it has behind it. Now, the reason I like this thing is, 1, it's good in multiplayer, and 2, it's great in zombies. Without double tap, it's a 1-shot, 1 kill, not upgraded, to around 15. But once you put double tap on it at round 15, you're good until round 20. Once you upgrade it, you're good until round 40. Now, I was playing Mob of the Dead with this, and it's very great in Mob of the Dead just because it's a small map. You know, you're getting around corners really quickly, and you have Electric Cherry and Speed Cola to help you. So when you're reloading, Electric Cherry really helps, and I think that's why I kind of like it, and it fits Black Ops 2, as in the fact that the perk set they give you is really good. Now, honestly, if you get this thing in Origins, all you need is Electric Cherry, Speed Cola, Jug, and Stamina. You will be zooming across the map because you're lightweight, you have a pistol in your hand, and you probably have a staff in the other. You're going to be reloading really quickly because you have Speed Cola, and also, when you're reloading, you won't have to worry about zombies on your back because you have Electric Cherry. And if you want to put, and then that 5th perk, all you have to do is pick up that double tap with 2.0 after spending 30,000 points, and guess what? You're good to go. No, it's great weapon. I mean, Brutus, a 1-shot to him. Just kidding, 2 shots to him, 1 to take off his helmet, 1 to kill him. The Panzer, it's, 2 shots to kill him? It's insane. Especially on Origins, which is such a hard map if you don't have cooperation. When I do it solo, usually it's a harder map, but I have the Executioner, and it just shreds everything up. Again, like I said, a one-shot till round 40. What other pistol does that? And you can also get, if you want, a reflex sight on it if you put it in the pack a bunch enough times. But it doesn't really do anything. Now, of course, the clip size stays the same after you pack a punch it, and it becomes the voice of justice. Now, the camo on that thing looks so cool. I understand the camo in general looks great. When you put it on this thing, the Mob of the Dead camo looks nice. The original Black Ops 2 camo looks nice. You know, the ones from Transit. Oh god, that map sucks. Ones from Transit, Die Rise look great. The one from Buried is alright, and I don't think it's actually in Buried. Don't get me wrong. But anyway, it's just great. I mean, I urge you strongly so much to use this weapon, especially on smaller maps and especially bigger maps. Why both maps? I could have said both, couldn't I? Yeah, I could have. But I just want to urge that it's just a great weapon to use overall. Because I can take out a train of zombies behind me with a full clip, which is 5. But how many are in a train? You have about maybe 50 zombies in a train if you need them. Now, that's just insane. And this also really helps because the spread on it is a lot better than the Python. Now, that's also another reason I put it number 1, because the spread, the bullet spread is there. If you don't aim down sights, it shoots one bullet in the middle, and it's kind of like a shotgun-esque gun, where you shoot it and pellets spread out. It does that. Now, if you shoot him in the head, if you get all headshots up until round 45, it's a one-shot. Now, it's 2-shot at round 40, but still, what other pistol does that? No, the revolvers are great, and they're fantastic. Well, that about wraps it up for this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, rate, comment, and subscribe. And all of those things you do down below. There's a thumbs up button, there's a little comment box, and that red subscribe button. Check out the channel if you want any more top 5 or whatever. And also put down in the description, or put down in the comment section what you would like as a top 5. See you.